got to talk about one trailer today. Ricky, did you see the trailer for the Backrooms?
The Kane Parsons, this guy, this is like the most A24 debut film I've ever seen.
So
Like
let me
trailer I've ever seen.
let me give the background because I agree because it even had the A24 classic font, not just like the A24 logo, but it had the classic font of when the movie's coming. The first trailer for the Backrooms was released. It's hitting theaters May 29th. It's directed by this dude, Kane Parsons, the youngest director ever for A24, 20 years old, which means he was making this movie when he was 19. I think he turned 20 semi recently. The film, directed by this 20-year-old, stars Chiwetel Ejiofor, Renee Renziv, Mark Duplass, Finn Bennett, who we just talked about a lot as Aerion Targaryen in A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, Lukita Maxwell, and Avan Yogia. So the synopsis: after a therapist's patient goes missing into a dimension beyond reality, she has to enter the unknown to save him. So some background on Kane Parsons and the Backrooms. On January 7th, 2022, Parsons began uploading a video series titled Backrooms onto his YouTube channel, Kane Pixels. The concept being loosely based on the internet urban legend creepypasta, right? The Backrooms. So creepypasta is like YouTube horror stories that are told, through short film on YouTube. Ricky, have you ever seen the Backrooms, like the YouTube video?
No, I remember we talked about this and I hyped up this guy saying like this guy is gonna be like a name to look out for. But I've never actually seen this thing. I just appreciate the creativity behind this guy. And like this trailer also showed that to me. And I think like this trailer didn't even have the cast in it and has all these like I won't say stars, I'll say well-known actors in it. But it didn't need to because it has this guy's vision behind it, you know? And that's what like I think is so enticing about this guy and this movie. So I'm in for this, even though I'm not a big horror guy. And like again, like this is gonna be hard to explain, like this multi-dimensional story. It's gonna be so hard, and this guy's only 20 years old doing it, but it's something that he knows very well. Obviously, it's his own freaking mind. Hopefully, he could just tell us, like again, for someone that has never seen creepypasta, in the YouTube, I'll be able to understand it by the end.
I watched it today. I watched the Backrooms. It's like a 9-minute video. Like, and it's a series. Like, there's like the Backrooms like sequel. Like, it keeps on going. But what I saw in the video, I watched it during work today, and I had to do it. So I'm a teacher, so I had to watch it in between classes. Terrifying, terrifying. The way he shoots it. So I don't know how he found this setting, because it's similar to what you see where it's like this dimension that keeps on going and going, rooms that are repeating off one another, hidden doorways. I don't know how he found this setting. I really don't. But the way he shoots the YouTube video, it's like found footage. It's like Blair Witch. And there's only one character in it, and he's holding the camera, like the handheld camcorder or whatever he's holding, whatever they capture the video with. And it's room after room. The person, not much dialogue, kind of supposed to be internal dialogue saying like, what the hell is going on? You got to be kidding me. Things like this. And it's so creepy with the shadows and the rooms that are popping out of nowhere, the slithers between room to room that seem like a small crack. You don't know what's behind every corner. And there's a monster in it. And it's very low budget YouTube. It's not like the Raka guys that like are somehow putting in these impressive visual effects in their YouTube video. It's like this guy is a horror filmmaker, and the monster itself, it doesn't look that impressive for for a theatrical experience, but for YouTube, pretty good. But the suspense that he built was incredible. I highly recommend you go watch the Backrooms video, because then you're going to want to watch the next one. And I was pausing it because my heart was skipping a beat, like after watching it. And I'm like, this dude made this 4 years ago. This dude is 20 right now. He made the Backrooms when he was 16 years old. And it's amazing when I looked at the YouTube comments, all the people are saying like, who's back here after the trailer came out? Who's back here? These people have been following him loyally for 4 years. And this comes after the Iron Lung came out a month ago, less. It's like these movies made by YouTubers are now, becoming popular. Like these YouTube channel content creators. This is the second huge collaboration from a YouTube creator with A24, which is very A24, right? They're with the new wave. They, especially with horror type of filmmakers on YouTube. You saw what they did with the Raka guys with Bring Her Back and Talk to Me. This is the next step. And I wanted to talk about his age because he's 20 years old. And I wanted to go through some of the notable young directors. No one's hitting 20. The youngest I found, Orson Welles, 25, when he did Citizen Kane. Other ones, younger than Orson Welles, John Singleton, 23, Boys in the Hood. The other ones, you look at PTA, 27 when he did Boogie Nights. And then other ones are like QT and Chazelle with their first big movies. So like QT, 29, Reservoir Dogs, and then Chazelle, 29 with Whiplash. Spielberg was 29 with Jaws as well.
Wow, I thought he was younger. That was going to be the one I asked about.
That is extremely young. This dude is 20 years old, and this concept seems so high level to me. And I wrote down a quote at the end of the trailer because the trailer is going through like almost like this living room that has one sofa in the corner. It's got windows lining one side of the room, and it's got like a cupboard there as well. And it goes lower and lower, all these different levels. And it seems like it's stripping away different parts of the room as you get deeper and deeper until you get so deep, the room just looks polished and perfect. And there's a part of this trailer at the end where it says, the more times it remembers something, the less it does. And I think that can mean so many goddamn things. Like, is it like your mind? Right? Where it's like you replay something in your mind, something happened so long ago, you tell the story, it keeps on going. And then all of a sudden, by the end of your life, it's a totally different experience from when you actually lived it. Is it like that type of like movie? Or is it like going into other stuff like AI? Like, is it like the more the internet recognizes something, the whatever the AI detection, the more it freaking knows something, right? It spits something back at you, and it's totally different from what the original was. To me, this has just so many different potential themes to it, or what the meaning could be. And this trailer got me thinking, this kid's 20 years old making this movie. And I assume some of this stuff is intentional. Like, I assume these are the things that should be popping in your mind when you're watching it. But it's expected of an A24 movie to have something like this, but to have someone so young, I'm so jacked. I'm really upset that I didn't have this as like a 4th or 5th round pick in our most anticipated movies draft, because I think this is going to be pretty special, honestly.
Yeah, I'm interested to see the box office with this because similar to the Rocket guys, or you mentioned Iron Lung, like Iron Lung, like that's a small budget movie that goes like a couple million or so, but he literally had his own fans call theaters and say, put the Iron Lung movie in your theater, I will go see it. And it was a bet on his fans that were going to see the movie, right? You don't necessarily have that here with A24 because it's A24. Like it's not no longer an independent studio. It's a full blown studio now, right? With a marketing budget and whatnot. But still, you could see again with the Raka guys, and now Kane Parsons here, he has a built-in audience for this movie, right? And this is not necessarily IP, but the content creator getting a full-blown theatrical release. How much money is this going to make, right? And it's not like you have a Leo DiCaprio in this movie, like Finn Bennett, Renee Rensev, Mark Duplass, Chicho Ejiofor.
It's
Like
the
those are like
concept.
recognizable names, but like and Oscar nominated for a couple of them, and obviously Night of the Seven Kingdoms for one. But like it's not again A-list actors. Like this is off of A24 and this guy. So I am interested to see how this does at the box office. Does it beat Talk to Me? Right? A lot of it is going to be word of mouth review of this movie and how good it is, but how much does his audience come to play here from YouTube? I think is going to be an interesting question.
Yeah. Like, to me, this movie looks like a mind fuck. That's what it looks like. and high concept. And like when I look at this cast, it's not like heavy hitters, but I also think like these guys that are part of this movie probably like the concept of the movie. Like these are talented actors, good character actors. Finn Bennett, Mark Duplass, you know, Chiwetel Ejiofor like had his moment for a while, and now he's just like a steady, B-list actor. I think they are attracted to working with someone with a mind like this and is young like this. I'm fascinated by it, and the way this looks is way different from the YouTube video because it has like the repetitive rooms and things like that, but it's not found footage. It's not going to be as low budget. They're giving him money to do this. Like it's independent, but it's A24, so it ain't so independent. I'm curious because the style of it is not the found footage. It looks slicker. The lighting's different. I'm interested to see what the monster looks like that you see in the YouTube video. How would it look like in a theatrical experience? So to me, it's this is going to be cool. And it felt like people really, because we get a lot of this information obviously from like social media, this person has a built-in fan base. Like people are really anticipating this movie. Like when I looked at like X, it's got like 200,000 likes on this trailer and endless retweets. Like this is something where we should have had that on our list of most anticipated. Any other thoughts on the Backrooms? Because I think something I wanted to bring one more thing. Story's focusing on a therapist that is going to look for their patient who gets lost in the back rooms. Probably the patient is talking about this place, and it's going to be fascinating to see a therapist who may not find an understanding of her patient until she enters like his mind or enters this realm. And then she might be questioning what she knows. I think there's just so many layers to this that can be so freaking cool. And if you're able to pull it off with this dude, he is the chosen one. He's like an actual prodigy if he pulls this off.
Yeah, and I think not only does the story like it seem enticing and interesting, right, and it brings a lot of curiosity, but it's kind of like Severance, where like it's like a boring office. Like this is a boring room, but this multi-dimensional, like scary movie, like but it's not, and like there's a monster, but again in this teaser trailer, there's just a sofa and in a small room. Like it doesn't look like it's anything, but you could feel the suspense. You
Yeah.
could feel the score, like the music, the score behind it, and it's like this is gonna put me on the edge of my seat. This is gonna be weird, but innovative, and something that I want to see on the big screen, and I want to see what happens next, right? So even though, hey, this looks kind of weird, right? It's just again
A24.
but it matches everything
Perfect.
between A24, the storyline, the person behind it, and again, I could feel the tone, and I want to see more. I'm intrigued by it. I'm very curious by it, so that's why it's a good teaser.
This A24, it's like always the storyline behind how the movie gets made that helps sell the movie. You know, like Zola didn't do well, but like based on basically a Twitter thread, a movie based on a Twitter thread. It's the riskier the movie is, like the idea of a big studio would be allergic to makes it that more attractive for an A24. So having a 20-year-old direct a movie, big studio would reject that immediately. Then you look at a YouTube content creator getting a greenlit by A24, you're like, of course. And I don't know how many times I watched this trailer a lot because I'm diagnosing and I'm observing every one of those rooms. I'm looking, okay, they strip away a couple of the windows, okay, and then the chair is sunken down into the room a little bit. Then the foundation of the room is the only thing you see. Then all of a sudden it's a polished room, and that's where I think about the line: the more it remembers something, the less it does. And I'm like, okay, this trailer has me thinking. It has me watching it numerous times. The sound effect is getting me. I cannot wait, dude.